Welcome to the Diamox Institute of Advanced Studies and Prophecies. In just a moment, we shall start our show on today's topic, the Spirits of Wintermist.
Legends said the Thanatos Mountains were unclimbable. Aye, give me shivers, they do. I'd be happy return to North Wall. I thought dwarves loved mountains, loved Torsican mountains, but not these, not natural, unnatural, with strange creature.
Greetings and salutations. I'm Francis D. Homer, Royal Historian and Scholar, and author of The Spirits of Wintermist, Book 1 in the Circle of Union. Wintermist takes place shortly after the dreaded Underdweller War, a period of our history where the creatures that dwell beneath the surface attacked and devastated the countryside. Many stories have been told about that time. Heroes have came out of that time, especially the Heroes 9, the brave people who gave their lives in the valley. Wintermist does not concern ourselves, though, with this time, but a period 5 years later. At this time, King Wrathvale of Tirapinzan, following prophecies set forth in their scrolls that were given to them by their God 3,000 years ago, decided to invade our great land of Lashtar. At that time, the North Wall and the outpost is what protected Lashtar from creatures and bandits and mad wizards that dwelled within the Thanatos Mountains. Very little was known about the Northland or Tirapinzan. Explorations of the Northland had been curtailed 30 years previous by the king at the time, and his daughter, who took over the realm many years later, maintained that. At the time of the Spirits of Wintermist, the queen was just starting to send exploratory teams into the One Pass. Unfortunately, it was too late. As I wrote on the back cover of my book, Spirits of Wintermist, when Tirapinzan flows from the pass, they roll over the outpost and descend on the impregnable North Wall with fighters, mages, and creatures from legend. Lashtar's defense is overwhelmed. Then, against all military wisdom, Tirapinzan keeps only a small force at the conquered crossroads. Leaving their flanks and rear vulnerable, they drive to the city of Wintermist and the Mage School. Only the young wizard, Anton, and Duncan of Pentock can save the people and the Spirits of Wintermist before the king of Tirapinzan releases the Wraiths. For Tirapinzan was close to defeating our kingdom, overwhelming us and fulfilling the prophecy foretold in their sacred scroll. Spirit of Wintermist is more than just a story of battles, great deeds. It is the story of people. The story...
The Spirits of Wintermist covers more than a important period in our history. It looks deeper into the lives and times of the people. It looks at the people who manned the outpost. Gunther, a simple soldier, who with his dwarven companion, and the wizard American carried the warning of the invasion to the north wall. General Clayton, who with his aide Colonel Fife commanded the north wall and all the fighters there. The people in and around Wintermist are reflected in the lives of Bran and Sasha, a simple baker and his daughter. The High Priestess and the patrons of the Screeching Owl demonstrate their faith and intelligence. The citizens demonstrate their grief at their loss as they line Wintermist Bridge. Most of all, you learn of the love and caring of the spirits that dwell in Wintermist Falls, how they work to make the lives of the people cheerful, and their continued striving to protect them, the people that made them who they are. Finally, you learn of their love for one man, the one person who could save us all. The Spirits of Wintermist encompasses all we experience when our lives reach a turning point. More than the destiny of land can change, the life of a person will alter in ways they never imagined.
When I wrote this book, I didn't just write down facts, names, and places. I wrote about people. I wrote about their triumphs, their challenges. I wrote from the heart, the soul that I read in documents left from that time period. I didn't just write about people killing people. I wrote about love, I wrote about hate, I wrote about belief, I wrote about trust. That is what is in the Spirits of Wintermist. It's not just words on paper, it's people. People like you and me. The choices they had to make. Their joys, their fears, their tears. I hope you give the Spirits of Wintermist a chance. It is available for anyone and everyone. And if you enjoy it, find us on the Book of Faces and like us, and we'll keep you updated on the next book, Book 2, In the Circle of Union.